This is a map of Greater Los Angeles, 50 miles across, 2,500 square miles in all. Now, if someone goes missing in this sprawling city, even a highly organized search can't guarantee to find them. Etta Smith claimed no special psychic powers, no history of clairvoyance, but she succeeded where the whole of the Los Angeles Police Department failed. How she did it is a matter of debate. What she did is beyond question.
I've lived in Los Angeles now for 26 years. A day I'll never forget will be December 17th, 1980. That day changed my life, had an impact on me that I'll never forget. I'll never be the same person that I was prior to that date.
Okay, kid. Right.
That day started as normal as any other. Start getting ready for it, get the children ready. It was no different than any other day.
Okay. Bye, Mom. Bye. Bye, Mommy. Bye, honey.
A single mother with 2 children, Etta Smith lived in the Los Angeles suburb of Solmar. She worked as an administrator at the Lockheed Aircraft Company in nearby Burbank. It was there she first heard of the disappearance of local woman Melanie Uribe.
Hi, Tina. How are you?
On the hour, KNBC News from Los Angeles. The headlines at 9. The police department is conducting a house-to-house search for a missing nurse, Melanie Uribe. The 31-year-old was last
It was
seen
really
in the
strange because as soon as the announcer said they were making a house-to-house search, I had some kind of a visual image, like what you would see on a movie screen. I could see where she was. I know it's a canyon area. I see a dirt path going off to the right, and I see a hill. And at the end of the dirt path, I see white through shrubbery. And I thought, that's odd. Something tells me she's not in the house, and then I see this picture. Why?
Etta left work that day profoundly troubled. Her premonition was proving impossible to ignore.
As I'm headed home, this thing still won't leave me alone. I couldn't dismiss it. So I'm saying maybe I should stop and tell the police. And then something is telling me, nah, they're gonna think you're nuts. And then I'm thinking, yeah, but what if she's alive, and what if I'm right? What if somebody needs to get to her? Can I in good conscience ignore that possibility and go home?
Etta decided it was her duty to tell the police. What she didn't know was that the police had found the missing woman's pickup truck, abandoned and in flames. They now suspected they were investigating a case of abduction and possibly murder.
Mr. Smith, I'm Detective Lee Ryan. I'm handling the Uribe case. How can I help?
Well, I know it may sound weird, but I think she might be dead. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, she could be alive, but...
She was a very nicely dressed lady, very professional looking, very well phrased. Her demeanor was such that she was very credible on initial appearance.
I think I know where she is. I had kind of a psychic experience, I guess.
She made several statements at the time that she didn't want to be considered a kook or a nut. She wasn't crazy, although we might think she is when we heard what she had to say.
Do you think you could possibly locate Miss Uribe on this map?
Sure.
I was following with my finger on the map, and I remember stopping and saying, this is the area. I still to this day don't know why.
She's here, Lopez Canyon. There are these hills in the background and some sort of a track through the scrub.
That's quite a big area.
But I know she's right here. And she's hidden in the undergrowth.
The city of Los Angeles is huge, and this particular map included some of the county, but to be able to pinpoint an area was absolutely incredible.
Do you have any connection with the missing person?
No.
Okay, ma'am. What I'd like to do now, if I may, Just take down your address and phone number. I'd like to talk to my commander, and we'll follow up your lead.
Thank you very much, officer. You know, I'm so sure about this that, I think I'm gonna follow this up myself.
When Etta Smith left the station, I shook her hand, thanked her very much for her concern, not only as a citizen, but as a possible witness. And I thanked her for her coming in on her own time.
I felt at least I had done my part, be I right or wrong. If I was wrong, that would be wonderful. But if I was right, it would be a very sad time.
Still disturbed by her vision, Etta went home and told her children and her niece Deborah about the day's extraordinary events.
So now I don't know what to do. I just hope the police will do something. I have such a strong feeling about this. I think I'm gonna have to go up there and take a look myself.
Well, you can't go alone.
Well, I think I should.
Oh, please, please, Mommy, let us come with you.
I was 8 years old, and my mama came home from work, and she said she had a premonition, and she explained it to be like a daydream. And we didn't understand it really at the time, but we got very excited about it.
Please, please, Mommy, let us come.
We were so anxious, we really wanted to go, and we just weren't gonna let her go without us.
Etta's decision to go to the canyon marked a deepening of her involvement in the case. She was now being drawn into the investigation in a way she could no longer foresee or control.
I said, okay, this is what I need you to do. We're gonna drive up in the canyon, try to look and see if you notice anything white through shrubbery. We drove very slowly. I'm looking to the left, I'm looking to the right, they're looking. And I said to Deborah, you know, I don't see anything right here, but I know she's in this canyon. I feel it. I pulled the van over. Deborah and I got out. I could see tire marks, and for some reason, I felt compelled to touch them.
Oh, no. I know this was her truck.
As soon as I laid my fingers inside the indentions in the dirt from the tire marks, it was like, then I really felt scared. I really felt a trembling inside of me.
Come on, kids, we gotta get out of here.
Aw, Mom!
Come on, now!
As Etta drove back down the canyon, she began to regret ever having involved her children in the search.
I'm thinking, this thing is really out of hand now. And now I'm starting to feel guilty because I have them with me doing something that they have no business doing. I felt this emotion inside my body, like impending fear.
Mom, look! There's something white in the brush, just like you said.
Tina, come on.
We headed back down the canyon, and about halfway down the canyon, I thought I saw something, and I told my mother, and she didn't want to believe me.
I just think we really better go home.
No, there was something back there. We can just back up, can't we?
Come on, Mom! We have to go back.
I'm not so sure about this. But, hey.
At this point, we were very, very excited, and not with joy, but with fear in a sense.
Andy, stay in the car.
Mom?
Oh, my God.
It was like everything in me exploded. It was like thunder and lightning and fear and rage because this object had on white nurse's shoes.
It's her. Okay, right. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go to the next call box, we'll phone the police, and then just tell them what
Hey,
happened.
Mom, look!
All of the trauma and all of the fear and everything that I had been feeling building up all just went crazy.
Oh my God, there's this woman, and I think she's dead. You know, Melanie, you're right behind us.
All right, calm down.
I don't remember exactly what I said, but I got enough out to let him know that we had indeed found a body.
She's over here.
16W41, be advised, I'm at Lopez Canyon. I'm an apparent homicide. Victim appears to be a female. Requesting divisional detectives in a coroner. Over. I need you to make a statement, ma'am.
Okay.
Why don't we step over to the car and wait for the detectives to arrive, then we'll take you down to the station.
Okay.
The officer came back in just a few minutes, and I said, is it her? And he said, well, of course, I can't be for sure, but from what I see in all probability, I would say it probably is. I said, oh, my God. Oh.
Having made her statement to the police, Etta went home.
All of us were pretty shaken up, but we felt a little better once we got home, shut the door. We began to feel a little bit of security.
Yes?
Etta Smith,
Uh-huh.
LAPD, ma'am. We'd like you to come down to the station with us. It's about the Uribe case.
But I only just finished making a statement to one of your men. I've already talked to Detective Ryan.
Well, that's what we want to talk to you about, so if you'd come with us.
Are you sure you really need me to go through all this again?
Put it this way, ma'am. We want you to come along with us now.
Just a moment.
Really?
Look, kids, I've got to go out now.
They explained to me that what they would like for me to do is answer a few questions so that they could fill out their report regarding this body. To me, that seemed like a logical request. They assured me they would bring me back. I said, okay, no problem.
How did you know the body was there?
Well, I saw the place. I had a vision.
You had a vision,
Yes.
and she was wearing white shoes in this vision of yours.
Yes, white.
So you went up to Lopez Canyon to look for the body yourself?
Yes.
And there it was?
Yes.
That's quite a series of coincidences, don't you think?
What are you trying to say?
Oh, come on, Etta. There's always one person who knows where the body is.
Well, I was only trying to help. Ask Detective Ryan. He knows I'm telling the truth.
You expect us to believe that you had a vision and you go up to this canyon and you find this body?
By yourself?
Yes.
Come on, Etta.
I know it sounds crazy.
We
but
went
I
through it
felt
again,
compelled when I
and
had-
again, and then again. Finally, about 10 o'clock, I start to realize something isn't right here.
Look, I know it sounds crazy,
Come on,
but
Etta.
I had this experience, and I felt compelled to go up there.
You felt compelled, but you took your children with you?
Yes.
That doesn't make sense, Etta. I don't believe you.
Detective Ryan was now working on
Right.
another case. He was told that Etta had been taken into custody.
Come on, Etta.
I was infuriated. I wanted to know why. I asked why, and I was told that the detectives now that are handling the case believe that she's more involved than what she told you.
Have you ever known Melanie Uribe?
No, of course not.
Look, Etta, I'm gonna be straight with you. We haven't got any other leads in this case. And along comes a woman who says she knows where the body is.
But I came to see you.
Yeah, well, you could be setting yourself up with an alibi.
What more can I do or say to convince you guys? Look, I gotta get to my kids. Look, give me a lie detector test.
I said,
If you give
you're
me a
having a
test,
problem believing
You'll
me,
know I'm telling the truth.
then let me volunteer for a lie detector or polygraph. Once I do that, you'll know I'm telling the truth. You'll be happy. I'll be happy. I said, okay.
Have a seat, please. I'm not at all happy about this. I'm just not sure about it. It's late. She's not in a fit state to take the test. I think we should just leave it till the morning.
Please, let's just get this thing over with, and I can get out of here.
Let's do it.
Have your arm, please.
By offering to take a polygraph test, Etta thought at last she'd found the perfect way to convince the detectives she was telling the truth.
Are you taking this polygraph of your own free will?
Yes.
Is your name Etta Louise Smith?
Yes.
Are you 32 years of age?
Yes.
Do you work at the Lockheed Aircraft Plant, Burbank?
Yes.
Do you know or have you ever known Melanie Uribe?
No.
He did it once. Then he asked me if we could do it again. Sure.
Is your name Etta Louise Smith?
Yes.
So he went through it
Are you
again.
32 years of age?
Yes.
All in all, we were probably there hour and a half, 2 hours.
Is that it?
All finished. Thank you for your time. Be a few minutes before I can let you have the results.
It was now 3 in the morning. Etta had been in custody for 9 hours.
Okay, Etta. We have the results. According to this polygraph, you were lying to us about your so-called visions. And you were also lying to us when you said you didn't know Melanie Uribe.
Oh my God. No, I don't believe that.
This is what I'm saying. Inside, oh no, there's a mistake. Outside, it's like, what? But my mind is spinning. How can you fail a polygraph when you're telling the truth?
Is there anything else you want to tell us about this case now?
It looks like you were heading straight for a charge of murder.
What?
You're under arrest, Etta.
My mind is spinning. Like I said, I've been honest, I've been cooperative, and you're gonna book me for murder? I said, you know what? Fine. When the wheels of justice turn, you're gonna find out you've made a very serious mistake. I wanted to cry, I wanted to scream, I wanted to say no. But I knew that's what they were trying to do to me. And something inside said no. I won't let them do that to me. Fine, take me to jail. But I was scared. I'm strip searched. I have to take off all my clothes. They hose me down with something. I mean, I'm totally violated by the system that I thought was there to protect me.
I was very upset. I had promised her she would not be taken in custody because she was a friendly witness. She wasn't seeking any form of monetary or personal gain. And that I felt that it had broken all the moral rules and standards that the Los Angeles Police Department and its detectives are expected to uphold to the community and the citizens.
And I'll need an attorney, Debbie. And could you call Ann about the kids? Yeah, they better have a note for school. And there's some burgers in the freezer if you could pull
With
those
Etta
out.
under arrest, the hunt for the real killers had come to a standstill.
Could your ring work for me tomorrow?
The pursuit of her premonition had plunged her into a nightmare.
How's T and Andy?
We didn't understand why she was not coming home.
Tell them I love them.
We were devastated.
Okay, bye-bye.
She's our mother. She didn't do anything. She's not supposed to be there. She's supposed to be here with us.
I'm dumbfounded. But I won't cry. I won't give in. And I tried to figure out how in the world I end up there trying to help somebody.
You're free to go.
What? Really?
Etta was suddenly free. At a party, 3 men had been overheard boasting of having killed Melanie Uribe. The police had no further interest in Etta Smith.
For some reason, something way deep down inside of me came up in a voice. And it says, I don't have to be strong anymore. That's all I could say. It was the weirdest thing. And I was crying. I don't have to be strong anymore. I could not make it 10 feet. I collapsed.
After being held as a murder suspect for nearly 4 days, Etta was reunited with her family.
Andy, Tate. Mom! How are you guys? How are you? Are you okay? Good kids. Are you okay, Mom? How are you? I missed you. Yes. I missed you so much. You did.
When she finally did come home, we were relieved. We were happy. We were just filled with joy. And it was just the best thing ever to have our mom back.
But Etta's relief was short-lived. The trauma of her imprisonment had left its scars.
I couldn't get back to normal. Nothing was the same. Nothing was the same. I wasn't the same person. Home didn't feel the same. I couldn't seem to adjust.
Etta was haunted by her experience. In a battle to clear her name and exorcise her ordeal, she decided to sue the Los Angeles Police Department for wrongful arrest. Detective Ryan gave evidence on her behalf.
I felt it was terrible injustice. She'd put her job on the line. She'd put her standing on the line in the community. And it was just a real embarrassing situation for the Los Angeles Police Department.
After 7 days of testimony, the judge ruled in Etta's favor, and she was awarded $26,000 in damages. Her story had been vindicated.
This case was very unusual and astonishing. I didn't hold very much credibility for persons who claim they can see into the future and predict the unknown. And I wouldn't say that I'd bet there would be 1 in 1,000 that I thought could do it, much less maybe 1 in 1,000,000. I was a disbeliever until I talked with Etta Smith.
Etta's case is unprecedented. She sued the police because they doubted her psychic abilities, and she won. And the trial cleared up one mystery for Etta. She didn't fail the lie detector test the night she was arrested. The results had been inconclusive, but the detectives couldn't believe she was telling the truth, so they decided to tell her she'd failed. Good night.